Hello, fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at a brand that I really don't hear about, but they're still out there, and it's called LEPA. And this is the LEPA Vortex. The particular model that I'm looking at here is the LPVX14P. And you may recognize the channeling that's on the back of the fan there through the plastic. This is not something that's only visible on LEPA fans. I've also seen it on Silverstone, and I think there's some others, although I can't think of which ones. It does come with screws, and it comes with, if you want to run the fan on your power supply, you can do that as well with this 2-wire connector or an adapter. And it's got a sleeved 4-pin or PWM connector here. And there's the air channeling that it's going to reduce somewhat the airflow and pressure, but it's going to help, theoretically at least, to direct the air straight out to keep it kind of focused so that it can go further out rather than having it just kind of disperse at a shorter distance. This could have been produced by Silverstone for LEPA. I'm not really sure. I'd have to ask my Mr. O there. Or maybe he's watching. Hi, Mr. O. So yeah, it's really interesting when you look at it with a piece of paper behind it. Let me see if I can kind of show you that. With the right lighting, when the light goes through this fan, there's kind of an optical illusion that occurs. And I can't really show it to you very easily. I noticed it when it was in the packaging. I don't know if it's because of the layer of plastic as well. So let's just see if I can. No, the lights. Yeah, I can't reproduce the effect that I have seen, unfortunately for you. But let's go ahead and listen to the fan. Okay. I thought it might be better without that extra light over there. It's kind of distracting. Maybe it'll make it easier to see this. We'll see whether it does help or not. All right. Very quiet. Oh no, I forgot. Let's get ready to rotate. Sorry. I'm hearing a little bit of a tone like a harmonic resonance, possibly. There it is again. I can hear it again now. It's very mild, but it's definitely there. And I'm not sure what to make of it. I don't think actually that it is a harmonic resonance. I think it's something else to do with the fan itself. So let's see if this air channeling works or not. There's not very much pressure at all, which I'm not surprised by because the fan blades have so much space between them that really makes it hard to produce air pressure. So you can feel it pretty far away. I can kind of feel it way out here. So it does seem like the air channeling is helping, but as far as actual pressure is concerned, I don't know. It could be over 1, actually, because of the air channeling. Maybe 1 to 1.5. So what would we want to use this for? Case fan, intake or exhaust. We could also possibly use it on an air cooler, as long as the air cooler's fins aren't really super dense. That should be okay. But I wouldn't use it on a radiator at all, for sure. Ow. Maybe I should turn that off, don't you think? Yeah. Stop hurting myself. So, yeah, you can notice the gaps between the fan blades. That decreases the amount of pressure you're going to get. But still, pretty quiet, and it does a pretty good job considering how slow is this? It's only 1,200 RPMs. That's really actually pretty impressive. I am surprised. I would love to see what this thing could do if it wasn't limited to 1,200 RPMs. But yeah, I don't know how to do something like that, how to change the electronics to allow it to go faster. Not something I'm skilled at. So let's go ahead and look at the specs. The LEPA Vortex LP-VX14P. And this is a $13 fan. It's still, as far as I can tell, it's still in production, or at the very least, it is listed on their website. So if this is something you're curious about, they do actually have small water coolers and air coolers. They have a bunch of cases, but it looks like the cases they've got are all older cases. They don't seem to have anything current, which is kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping to see something from them that was new, because I looked at the older designs that they had, and they looked quite interesting. Anyways, certification, CE and ROHS, made in China, 140 by 25 millimeters, 50,000 hours. There is no apparent warranty for their fans that I was able to discover. I saw warranties for power supplies and cases and coolers and stuff, but not for the fans themselves. 150 grams of weight, 7 blades. It has 2 sets of mounting holes at 120 and 125 millimeter distances. 600 to 1200 RPM, those, with a variance of 10%. Then the airflow ranged from 32.07 to 62.72 CFMs, or 54.49 to 106.56 CMH. The static pressure, is it, did I get that right? Hold on a second here. Just want to verify that I got the calculation right. Yeah, I believe that's right. I believe that that is not my own equation. I pulled that off of the internet. So if somebody notices if what I've typed in up there, 106.56 divided by 1.699, is incorrect, would you please let me know? I want to make sure that it is accurate. Static pressure ranges from 0.75 to 1.39 millimeters of water. So I was right. I said between 1 and 1.5. I can't be really super precise. I'm looking at the distance at which I feel it being significant enough to count, and I go from that. So it's an imprecise measurement but it allows me to at least tell you guys a little bit, and it also allows me to kind of verify whether what I have seen from the published specs is correct or not. Now the noise ranges from 15 to 20 decibels. I think that's about right. The fan's cable is 48 centimeters long. It's not daisy chained, but it is sleeved. Uses PWM. I have no idea what kind of bearing this fan uses. There was no information about that. 12 volts, 2.4 watts, 0.2 amps. It does have indicators for direction of rotation and flow. Turns in a clockwise direction. You get 4 screws. You also get a 2-wire PWM socket to Molex D connector, so you can power it via the power supply. It's only 10 centimeters long, but it hopefully is enough for you to get it connected to your Molex D cable. Why is MolXD still around? Because in some parts of the world, MolXD is still a very important connector being used. I hate it. It's a pain in the butt to connect, because if you don't have everything lined up correctly, then they get jammed or things get pushed out or whatever. But it's a crappy design. Anyways, that is all. Thank you to Grindler, aka Lawrence Abrams, who is the owner of Bleeping Computer, for consenting to allow me to put my results in text form on Bleeping Computer's forums, as well as linking to my videos. Please visit Bleeping Computer, support them, make use of them. They're a valuable resource that's been around for 20 years, and they deserve support. They have lots of resources. You can learn about cybersecurity from them. You can get help with malware on your computer. You can get help with all kinds of stuff. They have a range of volunteers who help people who come there for advice, and they're very knowledgeable people for the most part, and some of them are very, very, very helpful. OldSod has been very helpful to me over the years that I have asked for input on things, and so thank you to Bleeping Computer. Thank you to the volunteers on Bleeping Computer. Also, thank you to my peers on other tech forums who are so kind as to provide me with input, suggestions, feedback, and so on. I really appreciate it, but my greatest thanks goes out to Bleeping Computer, because you are my text home, I guess you could say. All right, thanks also to all my viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.